I have another caller, and I do believe that this is Lady Charm, and I beg to be wrong. Hello.
It's me.
Yes, because I know you are the only one with that family photo. I am yet to see people with that family photo. Until I
Is
found
it
one,
family photo still
I'm going
there?
to be guessing right. How are you this morning?
I'm fine. I managed to catch your show. I've had a good laugh this afternoon. I
I
was,
can be a mix of both. Anyway,
I've had,
thank
I
you.
was listening to the previous caller with this whole Wigwe theory. You know,
Things. I'm
Because-
glad that people are really, really catching on these days. They are no longer allowing anybody to emotionally blackmail them when they actually want to ask
you
questions.
know, you,
You know what I mean?
the last time we talked about, I said something about Wigwe. I said, I really don't like speaking and saying anything about the dead because obviously they're not there to defend themselves and everything. But with the amount of the kind of wealth that these people controlled and the kind of power that they had, and at the end of the day, you still live in a country like Nigeria. You have to say, was your wealth used, with wisdom, or was it used selfishly? Did you do anything for the promotion and the, of the success of the country, or for your own selfish,
Just your own
benefits at the
success
end
and
of
your
the day?
friends living off
And
their
the success of
people's
your
wealth.
friends,
Mhm.
living off the people's wealth. I know, yeah, there are people, like I said to you that time, that there are people who I know personally who worked with him and said that he had time for people. He always was. He made himself available. And I'm not talking about people who are wealthy, or just regular
Like
people,
every
right?
regular, yeah.
Yeah,
People said a
exactly.
lot about him
So
too. And without any sort of prejudice or what have you, right? The guy was reported to really, really be very good. He is a genius.
exactly,
And if you've
you
been
see,
able to
this
get
is
all
the
these
thing.
guys together and take their money, give it to him.
But the point, I think the point I'm trying to make is that with that kind of control and with that kind of, wealth and access that you had, you really didn't move the needle forward. If you see where I'm coming from, it didn't sanitize the political class or anything and say, okay, I can't support you because, your ideology, your philosophy, the way you are and the way I am, we're two different people. Do you understand? But I guess, that's why I'm not Wigwe. Maybe that's why he's Wigwe and he's
And you
who
are
he
not.
is, and he could and I'm not. So, I guess that's how people make their money, and they can live with themselves that way,
Well, they call
right?
themselves a capitalist. Me and you can think like this, okay? Maybe when you and I eat our first $1 billion, right? We'll probably
Billion. Maybe
take
we'll
some
think
crash
differently.
courses. Yeah, we'll take some crash courses on how billionaires things because they
Uh,
tend to be
uh,
very selfish. You know that, eh?
well, exactly. That's I said. That's why he's who
But when
he
you
is,
say
and
that to a
I'm
billionaire,
who I
that
am.
billionaire, all this elite, all these capitalists, they are so selfish. They say, make your first billion first, please,
And then
and then you can
exactly,
come
and
back and
then
have a
let's
chat.
see.
Hmm.
We can have a conversation after you've made your first
But we
billion,
don't
or
need to. We
maybe
can tell people who are not humans, people who don't, who think for themselves, and the result is out there. We can all see it. If elites who are so rich in Nigeria are super defending a country that is so poor that way, yet they are declaring
exactly.
profits. Where are
Of
they getting it from?
profits, of where are they getting it from, and who are they leveraging to
Are
get
they
all
actually
of that?
rich people or economic saboteurs?
Good question. You see, those are all the things that but again, like I said, we never have these conversations when these people are alive and well to defend themselves and to actually, push them and say, okay, what exactly are you doing? How can you be making start such? Look at Elumelu. I think he's the next person that people should target because he's so
That
wealthy,
one is still
he's
alive
so
now.
out there,
Yeah, he's still
and
alive
he's still
now.
alive. So let's
And I
not
may
wait for
not know
when
all of his deals. Remember, we may not know all of his deals, right? But we remember this $12 billion crude oil as collateral for $3.3 billion loan. No. Continue, charm.
Exactly. Anyway, that's for me. That's I was having a good laugh with you and the previous
Because
caller when you
it's always out there. The information is always out
and
there. But there is always like when you have the information, there's always another blackmail or propaganda beside it to dissuade you from asking questions. For example, he's dead now. Hey, a dead man cannot defend himself. Of course, even if he's alive or not, right? Even if he's alive or not, if there are some things that we'll never know. But there are pieces of
True, there's
information
some things
show.
that we will never know. But
Never know.
these things that we're doing now, like
You know?
somebody on the chat is saying now that we can also ask of those questions that we couldn't ask Wigo because Wigo is late. We could start asking people like Jimovia, Elumelu, all of these criminals, all of these bankers, capitalists, and things like that.
Something. They will soon ask you. This is the problem with all of us in the South. We always do too know. Have you ever seen all the Hausa or the Northerners calling out their own billionaires and say, and how far did that work for them?
Listen, I don't have time for those kind of arguments.
Now my own question be that I'm like, if the Northerners will criticize their leaders,
exactly. If the Northerners, if they're happy to live in the hovels that they're living in, then that's their own business. That's up to them. But we will have the ability to call out our own Southern South leaders and ask them to do better. Then we will do that. If those ones then do not want to do the same, that's up to them. The other day they were showing the people that the place where the people were kidnapped and everything. Did you people see that? Did you people look at the buildings, the road and everything? These people are living in I don't even know how to even describe what it is that they're living. And this is the same people. These are the same people who, like you said, bar how many years that Obasanjo was there, you practically ruled
Nigeria for 47 years.
You ruled Nigeria for 47 years, and look at the state of your or where your people live, the schools that your children go to. So if those Northerners do not want to ask their leaders questions, don't ask me not to ask my own leaders questions. I don't want to be living in a hovel. That's why I'm asking questions. I don't want to be living in a place where the road is not motorable or you cannot even walk. Do you understand? So I will ask, but I will bring them out so that they can tell us what they are doing with their money. Don't ask me to compare oranges
in a
and
nutshell, right? I don't want to end up like Northern Nigeria.
No, that's not my aspiration. I'm not aspiring to be like Northern Nigeria. So
because to them they do not understand, and we have to make them understand some certain things. Okay, that life is a choice. Everybody has a choice. Oh, we don't have it. You do have a choice.
No, you have a choice. We all have a choice.
Choices that some of you are too comfortable to take. I don't want to die.
I don't. I also wanted to say, this work that you do, I have to commend you. You are very, patient, and you really listen to people. The last caller, whilst I was laughing because of the Wigwe section, I did not find that whole associating intelligence with skin color. Do you understand? I don't know how. Once anybody opens their mouth and starts to argue like that, I can't have a conversation with you because you've already demonstrated without saying that you're illogical. And there's something wrong with your thinking faculty is dysfunctional somewhere. Somebody's the color of somebody's skin does not determine the level of intelligence. What he needs to understand and begin to understand is you are dealing with a broken people. We are a broken people, maybe because of our experiences and what we lived through and what we continue to live through. It's not because we don't want to fight. I think that there will be a point in time where the straw will break the camel's back and people will take to the streets. It's going to happen. Look at the students' loan. They said we're going to give students loan and stuff like that.
I know people can only sort of fight and change their situation if they have been shown or they have seen that there's something better. We are grateful to we're grateful for the social media and the internet and all that doing the job slowly and slowly. Somebody said, whenever we tell the people to fight for themselves, but these are people that have been born into that darkness. They've never known anything different. They can only imagine it. Okay. But these days, with
exactly,
internet, people are beginning to actually see that they are so behind things that they are exposed to now. There are things that they should have been exposed to for a very long time. So we might
for a very long time. So change will come. What the person also has to understand is that places like Singapore, historically, all of those people, if you read about Tiananmen Square and all of those things, they've always protested. They've always had it in them to protest and be out there and take their governments to task. They don't care if you're the CCP or whoever you are, they will take you to task. Do you understand? They've had that historically. We don't have that historically. So you cannot expect us to all of a sudden turn around and become them. No, it's going to take time. And that is why your platform and other platforms like yours are critical to make those kind of changes happen. And I think and I believe that they will happen eventually. People will take to the street. It's going to take time. For example, like I was going to say, with the student loan situation, at least you've been saying it, even when they brought it out, you said that this one is a scam. Is a scam. They're not going to do it. And true, this money is everywhere. And the funny thing is that
I'm somebody, you see, when I alert people, right, they actually think, some think I am happy, right, that their criminal leaders fail. I am not. But the reason why I raise alarm early enough is before I come out to say something, I'm not saying them because I don't like them. Of course, I don't like them. I'm not saying things because I don't like them. If I have been saying things because I don't like them, majority of you who are here will never be here. You would have seen it far away and say, no, it's just somebody who don't like them. I come here, I present things.
To present the
all
fact,
of us
you always come with
them. You sit down there, you
all,
watch, you are there looking. Then I'm making my own opinion known on them. Then suddenly, I'm the one who is not wishing Nigeria well. How is that possible? So that is why when I come here and say, I'm convinced this one is a fraud, I know how it's going to end. You can't change my mind until you change the approach. If they don't change the approach towards something, I'm convinced, 100% I will tell you it's fake and it's going to end up as fake. That's how I've always been right.
And you were right. And, you called it from the minute that they actually put it out there. And the strangest thing is this. Only yesterday or 2 days ago, we had that man blowing for there on the channel.
The one that represents the National Trust Fund.
The one that,
very sure.
Speaking all the Queen's English that he gathered from wherever he came from, I
remember asking you. Remember after the video, I said, do you believe him? Does anybody here believe what he said? I bet some of you will be there like, no, I don't believe him.
So, and this is just literally between 24 to 48 hours after that interview, and they've put a halt to the whole thing to further notice, right? So, I mean, clearly, nobody needs to be told. We have a government or a group of people who are in power, who are jokers, and who have no interest in seeing the progress of that country. But I believe that with time, it will happen, whether naturally, or just suddenly, it will happen that people will take to the street and they will chase this. I don't see Tinubu finishing his government. If he does finish his government, fine. But
I see him finishing, but finishing bloodily. I'll tell you what I found, okay? You see, they are going to organize another charade, sham. There is going to be 2027. In fact, some of those who are jumping up and down today are going to go and get their PVC. But there's something. And that thing is, Tifnumbu and his gang then are already in charge. Overconfidence, nothing they happen, all that noise and all of that. So they will do what they know how to do best. That will be the moment Nigeria will begin to go down. When they will to beg others for restructuring, let's do this, let's do that. Okay, I'll stop there. That's what I'm saying. It's bloody. I promise you.
Well, I mean, you could be 100% right, but something in me still feels because there's just so much going on.
And something in me says
I still feel like
believe what you see and wait it out.
I still feel.
You know why?
I still feel like.
You know why?
Okay.
I'm actually going to believe you is because what I am saying is extended beyond 2027. And I still see Tifnumbu there running about when this whole while will start. And that's a long time. You are going to suffer, right?
That's it.
So yours,
hang
on now. Yours is going to happen earlier. That's how I'm going to believe you, because I want this to happen earlier.
Yeah, I want us. I believe that we'll be here. We'll see the birth of a new regions and new nations. That's what I believe. I don't see. There's just so much going on. The kind of exposition that even the Senate, the current House of Assembly has. The way all of the info, because even though all of these things happen, everything that is going on in the House of Senate is nothing new. We always knew that they stole, but we did not know the level of the stealing. We could always kind of like vaguely have an idea, but it is out there in the news cycle. Every day it is out there. So you have to juxtapose the two times. Buhari's time, right, as incompetent as his was, we didn't have this level of exposure that this particular government has. All the information is just out there for people to see how much, how corrupt and how criminal that the people that you have in Senate are. So I feel like those are all the catalysts of the things that will go on and kind of probably, shorten Tinubu's tenure. What then happens after Tinubu leaves is, I don't know. It's what I'm not quite sure.
That one, they haven't revealed that to you yet, right? That's good. Just keep, something about, projections and all that. Okay.
Yeah.
We come from pieces of, information, as well as so many other factors. This thing you just said did not just come from wish. They are coming from events, happenings, and all that. By the time you put all of them together, you could see ahead. Maybe not too far ahead, but you will see ahead.
Not too, yeah.
There are events that
I don't think that
help you. Go on.
Exactly. I just think that there's just too much going on at the same time for it to last.
For it not to
another couple of years.
Now, what happens is that you are going to see more. What you are witnessing in the Senate of Nigeria today, it will be so tiny to what you are still going to witness. And somehow, your conviction will be more valid. What you are seeing right now is child's play to what is still coming, charm.
Exactly. And so when you take all of that into consideration, you have to ask, how much more? Do you understand? And before people actually say, enough of this craziness, that's it. Anyway, let other people, get on board.
Thank you so
much. All right, man.
I will see you later as well, or you will see me later too. So you have a good one, okay?
All right, thank you.
Nice one. So that's Lady Charm. I'm going to take just one more call, and we will call it a day until later. But if you are still with me, remember you can still like this broadcast. That's your way of saying I was here. Please. Hello.
Hello, Chief Mayegun. Baba.
How are you, sir?
Daniel.
Great.
Agbawo tó fàṣẹ mu mi ni Mayegun o.
Baba, kò ní bàjẹ́ o. Kẹ́mi Ọláògùn o.
Kẹ́mi Ọláògùn o. Òkè lẹ múru sí. Ọlá yóò máa ròkè ní o. Tọmọtọmọ àti gbogbo àwọn tó wà ní Temple of Truth.
Pátápátá. God bless you, Baba.
Baba, orúkọ tèmi nickname mi ní Ẹ̀jùwọ̀n ló kò pa.
Kíá stone want to death. Ẹ̀jùwọ̀n
ló kò pa. Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Ẹ̀jùwọ̀n ló kò pa. You see, Nigerian we Nigerians, we are born in the darkness. Darkness.
It's not our own choosing, no. None of us.
No. It's not made
to be born in that place. So now when we open our eyes, we hear, ìsàlẹ̀ ọkọ̀.
Mayegun, not by ìsàlẹ̀ ọkọ̀. Every children tó bá bí, instead of tá máa fi wò pé tí àwọn ìyá wa máa ń tìṣú alẹ́ ni pé ọmọ yẹn sọ pé mo wà up nepa la máa ń pariwo. We born into darkness. Up nepa ni generation to generation, up nepa la máa ń pariwo. We la máa ń rìnà Ali drive láti London dé Manchester.
That's right.
Without light. Without light, I'm drive in darkness. We, because Bashi grew up in
figuring it out.
Bashi grew up in here. You can see every Nigerian, even there is no light. That's what you mentioned. Tabako de lui, Buta and Rino, strange with 24 hours.
How come? There's still light. There's still light. So,
yeah.
In London, I did. Okay, so
yeah, you can see people waking up.
I will run and be like, I need to iron my clothes. I need to put them.
Exactly. You can see. Yeah, you can see people waking up in this 5 o'clock to iron his children's clothes before the NEPA take light in London.
So is that the reason why, Baba, I go to my living room or sometimes in the room, I'll be looking for something instead of me to put on the light.
Right. Exactly.
Find it. You later that Agbeke will walk in and just put on the light. I say, why don't you put on the light?
The light.
I will say, no, I thought it's somewhere on this this shelf. I was expecting it to be here. That's why
not
you put on the light.
you.
So is that the reason why our brain has been wired in a way that sometimes we even see the lights as putting it on all the time as a waste?
As a waste. It's
so
not only you.
Clearly in the darkness like that.
In the darkness, millions of Nigerians, not the people who born here, grew up here, the people who travel down. We can see through the dark. Most of the time, I sit down in my sitting room, I almost off the light. So I see people when you are walking through my window, clearly, without me opening the light. Sometimes my wife is going to say someone is coming. They say there's no one is there. I say, yeah, I see the car. They said the guy didn't press the bell. He said, yeah, I saw him.
I saw the car coming. I saw him park.
I saw him park, but he came out from the car, but he didn't press the bell. He said, the guy said all the light is off. That it's like no one is in the house.
You could see.
I can see her, either she or he.
So, boy, it's a good thing because I never thought of it. See everybody here now. People are seated there. They're like, oh, it's true. Me too. I like to see in the dark. But is that a bad thing?
I like to see in the dark. Even though when I'm driving, people always flash me that I didn't put on my light.
Your own is like next level then, like, you know.
Yeah.
Because that is enough, Abby. You are like, the street light.
Yeah, street light is enough now. Why am I offering, you know? Hey. That is way we grow up.
That's a very good point you just made there. Because psychologically, right, that does something on us. It did something. Really do. That's why people will say, Baba, a lot of people should understand something that a lot of us who live in the diaspora, we actually had to unlearn and relearn majority of the things that we were taught for us to actually get out. Because there are people who left Nigeria and you still see some of them today around struggling a lot. And you are like, how come you don't leave this place for so long? And you don't seem to even assimilate. You have not even like, you don't.
Baba.
What's happened?
It's hard.
People that couldn't help themselves or transition. Wow.
Yeah.
Nigeria did us something, Baba. Did us bad, though.
Really bad.
Nigeria Shewani Kagon.
Really bad. Kill dreams. Give us a short life.
Poor health in most people.
Yeah.
And the poverty became something they weaponized to the point that what should have been our right, we are now seeing privileges.
That is the main.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir, for giving me the money for my
Do you know one thing? Am I even when especially we Nigerians, we always respect. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When you work with a white man, he's going to tell you stop using sir. For me,
because our yes sir is mostly ujuaye, hypocrisy. Because the way we do yes sir to people is that we are expecting something from them.
Something.
Our salary. Yes, ma.
Yeah.
Yes, ma. Yes, ma. Thank you, ma. God bless you, ma. Most of it are based on hypocrisy.
Yes.
Let me just look good to them. But when it comes to our real attitude, our actions and everything,
that's it.
That's it. You get Baba. You shall get what I mean, Abby.
Yeah.
I can do yes to anybody right now.
Just to get what I want.
And to get what I want. But am I actually a good person to people without having to pretend that I like them? That is now up to me. Majority of us are not good people. Let's be honest.
We are not. Nigerian is a tunnel. Yeah. Which all Nigerians knows there's no light behind after the tunnel. All Nigerians know. All Nigerians know. Like you already said, they are denying it. Like one Nigeria. Everybody knows there's no one Nigeria. Every one of us know we are not one Nigeria. Every one of us know that. But we are denying it. No, let's pass it.
Of us are denying it.
Yeah, every both south, east, west, whatever. Everybody knows where he belongs.
Everybody does.
Does. And you see those student loan and those students, the ones that are in school now, and the generation to come, and the lecturer and the professor. This is the people who put 1 + 1 is equal to 200 for the politician.
Yes. During election.
During election, this is the NYSC student who put 2 + 2 is equal to 3,000 for them. So now they promise you on empty promises that you are waiting for them. When you give a madman a cutlass,
he will always cultivate the land to his own side like that.
Yeah. What do you think they are going to do?
Thank you so much, Baba.
What do you think they are going to do? It's too hard. Like you always said, it's going to, unless you get an automatic weapon and shoot him down.
You know, it is easy to give a madman cutlass.
Yeah.
So take it back.
Baba, you have to be
taking over Nigeria. To get yourselves back. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You have to get. I won't go get ready for later in the evening.
Okay, Baba. Can you now go? I will see you later, Baba.
So you have a good afternoon, okay? And take it easy. I will see you again. Thank you. Now that's where we're going to draw the curtains tonight. I'm going to say thank you to my person, Kesintin Ifekam. Did I pronounce that right? Lady Anna. I got your message on my PayPal yesterday. I also got another message from another individual as well on my PayPal. You see, I appreciate everybody who has that heart of giving. It is a special gift. You see, not be all of us get the heart of giving. No. People who know to get, they give. People who would have so much, if they do not have the heart of giving, there's nothing that can take it from them. I do appreciate the fact that you spend your time with me every now and then on this platform when I turn on. All of you will always do, right? Thank you. I am going to see you some other time. Until then, just take it easy. And good afternoon.
Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ara yìí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Mayegun Diary politico. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegun. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní Mayegun làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun Diary Nayibi #1. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegun ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájì
Máyégún ti dé.
aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájì
Máyégún ti dé.
òwúrọ̀ olóṣèlú
Máyégún máa wí.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájì
Máyégún ti dé.
ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì
Máyégún ti dé.
àní ẹ̀sùn rájì
Máyégún ti dé.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀ oníkanṣá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o àyè.
Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. Máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn rájì. ṣùgbọ́n ní má ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran.
kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í